Hello, persons of the internet. I am Lee of Lee Breezy, and I am here to announce that after the summer, I will be taking a break from the Gacha community. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed being here with all of you and reviewing the content. However, I feel like I want to do something else with my content. Branch out, you know? I don't know when I'll come back or even if I will, but I appreciate all the support you have given me throughout this journey. So this summer, I'm going to try to make as many reviews and other content as I can before I decide to hang it up, at least for now. This means 5 more honest trailers and plenty of Gacha reviews. So be sure to let me know what videos you'd like me to review in the comments. So without further ado, let's start this farewell tour by taking a look at the Music Freaks episode that I didn't like. Yeah, I don't know how well this will go over with the fans. Honestly, I'm scared. Released on November 7th of 2020, A Drummer's Confession was the 5th episode in the series, and the first to be completely animated using what I'm assuming is live 2D cubism. Of course, it was never the animation that bothered me about the episode, because it does look really good, but in terms of story, I feel like this one falls flat compared to the other episodes. What do I mean by that? Well, let's stop wasting time and get into it. This is A Drummer's Confession. We start off with a pretty funny exchange between Henry and Liam.
Ever since last night, I can't stop craving it. Just thinking about its crunchy leaves makes my mouth drool.
Lettuce, of all things? Are you turning into a rabbit or something?
Hey! Huh. Maybe.
These two must be protected at all costs. They are truly the funniest thing in any episode. Then it's revealed that Drew is suspicious of Zoe, as he should be. I mean, he was in the library when Jake exposed her, and it's not like they were whispering the conversation. Drew is either pretty deaf or they have a huge library. But of course, that doesn't go anywhere, as Drew notices that it seems like Jake may be thinking about the club more than he should.
Jake!
Huh? Oh, yeah, I agree. You're totally right, Drew.
You haven't been listening to a word I've said, have you?
Then we get lines that will make Drake shippers go crazy.
When you put it like that, it makes you sound jealous.
Shut up.
It may be harsh targeting a group of shippers like that, but the way the toxic ones act make them deserve it. After Jake brags about himself for the 10th time in the series, Liam drops a truth bomb on.
Jeez, with all that confidence, you'd think you'd be able to just ask her out, you know, normally.
So after it's revealed that Jake has mastered the art of double stacking, it picks up where the last episode left off, where he finds out Haley can sing and... Hey, wait a minute! That's not what they look like at the end of episode 4. I know it may be a nitpick, but this kind of messes with the continuity. And I expect some continuity in my animated Gacha videos. I don't know, it just kinda throws you off. So after Haley finishes her song, Jake expresses his surprise.
You can sing? Since when?
What kind of stupid question is that? She's always been able to sing.
Yes, Xander, how stupid of Jake to not assume that the shy girl who has never picked up a microphone up to this point in the series could sing. If you think that was the only bad line in the episode, you are in for a treat. Also, if you noticed a slight change in Haley's voice in this episode compared to the previous ones, it's because Haley's previous voice actor, Via B, was replaced by Jung Koo-ae in this episode. And I have to admit, Jung Koo-ae does a pretty good job at imitating Via B's voice.
Guys, stop. I'm really not that great.
So while Jake gets chewed out for being late again, Luke decides to ask Xander about the song he wrote. And I'll be honest, Luke and Xander's chemistry was handled way better in episode 4. It's not bad by any means, but I feel here it feels more watered down and cliche, which shouldn't be a problem in a series already so full of many cliches. But in episode 4, you did get Xander's sassiness when talking to Luke. They talked like true friends who are growing closer together. Here, it just feels like they are watered down to, I'm so in love with you, but so shy, oh golly. In fact, throughout the episode, you don't get much from either of them until... Yeah, we'll get to that. After Luke gets cockblocked by the bell, we see Haley and Xander talk about their feelings about certain club members.
Well, if you're asking who it's about, then I don't know. I didn't even know he was writing a song. Really? If you're implying what I think you're implying, then stop.
Yeah, it's one of those. Of the many cliches we could have gotten to make Lander happen, it had to be the one that we see most often. The sad part is, it could have worked. Rosie is a very talented writer and has made cliches work in the past, and even now in the future. She knows how to make them interesting to the story and make them seem believable. Here, it feels like she played it way too safe to please the fans. It's like she just went through the motions for this story, just so Lander could happen. Even after this episode, Luke and Xander have been demoted to the token gay couple who only flaunt over each other, when so much could be done with their characters. But maybe I'm alone in this opinion. What do the fans think? Oh, of course, this is the third most viewed episode. So after Luke helps the girl with her books, making Xander jealous, we get... the locker scene. I hate the locker scene. Not only did it give us some awful lines from otherwise funny and charming characters...
Your girlfriend still has quite the attitude, huh, Jakey?
Didn't you learn your lesson the last time I beat you to a pulp, you stupid lettuce brain?
But it just seems so forced. The way Drew provoked the freaks is uncalled for. Now, many may be thinking, he's done this before. But that was before Jake, his best friend, joined. And you're telling me they haven't confronted them until this moment? The club is acting like this is the first time since Jake joined, especially when Jake apologizes afterwards. And another thing is that Drew, and especially Haley in later episodes, have been revealed to be pretty possessive about what they care about. So why would either one allow Jake to keep being friends with the other after this confrontation? It just feels like a very forced fight scene to remind the fans, yeah, they still hate each other. Be sure to take sides when Jake has to choose between them. Yeah, it's a really bad tarnish on an otherwise great series. But I did get an unintentional laugh from it.
I see.
Why don't you boys run along before somebody gets hurt?
Sean is so innocent and chill that when he tries to be intimidating, it comes off as hilarious. So after the droning scene, Xander finally realizes his feelings for Luke and decides to go tell him. And sings the most lackluster song in the series. It's not bad, but not something worth coming back to. But then he walks in on Luke kissing the girl he helped and runs away with Luke and the club on his tail. And yeah, the confession scene is great. I know I said the relationship seemed stale in this particular episode, but everything building up to it was handled flawlessly. The way Xander found Luke, the way Luke chased after Xander, leaving the girl in the dust, to Luke and Xander finally letting out their feelings for one another. And of course, it all leads up to...
Jealous easily.
You taste like Stacy.
Shut up, don't ruin this moment. Hey, how do you know what Stacy tastes like? Shut up, don't ruin this moment. The episode ends with the club peeking up from behind the bush and Sean delivering this line.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ship has officially set sail.
And that's basically all I can get from this episode. This episode feels like it was just made so Lander could happen. And outside of that, there's not much else to get from this episode. But the animation does look incredible, and when the jokes do land, they are hilarious. It's not terrible by any means, it's still a Music Freaks episode, but when compared to the other episodes, it feels like a music fail. Thank you for joining me in this review, and if you enjoyed it, be sure to like and subscribe. Even after I take a break, I'll still be putting up content, just not gacha content. And be sure to let me know in the comments what video you want me to review next. Bye-bye now.